Morning class. We begin with a new geography chapter, human resources. So now, before we begin, we need to know the meaning of it. So human, we all are human beings, so the living creatures, and resources. Now here, resources means all the things which are present for us to acquire, and plus our own potential to use those things. Those are called resources. Okay, so we begin with the introduction, and where we read about it, we find different kinds of resources in a country, such as mineral, water, energy, natural vegetation, and wildlife. That means in a particular country, and if for that any other country or the continent or the living area, let me tell you, these things are quite easily accessible, available. So call it the minerals, the water, the energy, natural vegetation of that particular place, and wildlife. These are called or termed as natural resources. Okay, but best use of these resources is only possible if human resources of that country are skilled and hardworking. That means if the humans who could be using these resources should be skilled and hardworking. Now, supposing we all are humans in India, we all know that it is a populous country and there are resources available in every country. But supposing we do not go and mine the minerals, we will not be able to get it. If we do not put proper dams and secure water, a time might come when we might face shortage of it. Energy resources, if we do not generate the hydel and the solar energy and we do not use our resources, then in spite of having the resources, we would not be able to match up. So what is basically needed is the skilled and hardworking human resource. That means each human should be so skilled and hardworking so that they are able to acquire the maximum potentials out of the natural resources available in the country. So therefore, population of a country turns into a human resource when it is educated and motivated, as they have abilities to develop resources as per their requirements. Now, naturally, the resources are available, but the minerals, they are embedded in the soil. Now, if the human resource does not go and excavate them, do not extract them, then do you think we'll be able to get the resources? No. So what is diligently and most importantly needed is the educated and motivated human resource to for any country to develop properly. Now, human resources or population are not equally distributed. We all know that the population of any country, just talk of leave any country, when we even talk of cities, we know that the population is not evenly distributed. There are certain areas where it is overpopulated in a maybe places near the marketplace or maybe places near the availability of all the resources. There people reside more. So there is uneven distribution of human resources or the population. Only a few places are densely populated, whereas large areas have very less concentration of population. Half of the world's population is living in 5% area. Can you imagine? Pura Earth agar 100% hai. So only half of the population is living in just 5% area. Whereas 57% land, only 5% population is living. That means in the 50%, 57% of the remaining land, they have also taken water where nobody lives. But then 57% of land, the remaining 5% lives. Okay. So now they are telling you that the population, and obviously, if you talk in basic terms, definitely we will be living in a fertile area, maybe in a place near to the river bank, or whether soil is good enough, whether water supply is good, instead of we living on a mountain or we living on a desert, in a desert area. So obviously the population will be more thickly populated near the plains or near the availability of water resource than on the mountains or in a desert. So let us talk of population density. The spatial distribution of world population is not uniform. There are wide regional variations in the degree of population concentration. Population density refers to number of people living in per square kilometer area. According to 1991 population data published by the United Nations, the average density of population of the world is 38 persons kilometer square. Now, the average density is 45 persons per kilometer square. South Central Asia has the highest density of population, followed by East and Southeast Asia. The population density of India in the year 2001 was 234 persons per square kilometer, which varies from 904 persons per square kilometer in West Bengal to only 13 persons per square kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh. So here they have distributed and showed you the square per square kilometer area. That means a big square of 1 kilometers on all sides is drawn. And in that, if you keep the people, so in India, there are certain areas where you'll find 904 people living in that 1 square per square, okay, of 1 kilometer. Whereas in certain areas, there are just 13 people living. So there is a vast distribution of population. And we all know that India is a populated country. So you can see this, where they have very aptly shown you the chart of the distribution of population in India, this map. Please put a tick mark on this. This is a map showing you the various areas where the population is. They have shown you the distribution. Sorry, I hope you're getting it. Are you able to see? You all can see it in your own books, but I just wanted to show you, so I'm showing. So you all can see. Can you see the yellow areas in Uttar Pradesh? These are the most thickly populated. Okay, this area here is more thickly. Can you see Kerala here? These, you can see the key here, which says, sorry, it is saying that it is over 600 and above people residing in per square kilometer area. Then it is greener area which has 301 to 600 people, and you can see the areas next which come in the densely population. Can you see the green areas? After that, there are pink with 151 to 300 population. Can you see this Deccan Plateau region and all? So this is the next area. So most thinly populated are the mountain regions in Jammu and Kashmir and here in the Arunachals. Can you see this? Also here, a little portion. Clear? See the Andaman and Nicobar Islands also. Did you get it? So they are showing you the distribution of population in India, which is also not even. Is my phone showing you the correct location? Is it showing you properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We next come on to distribution of population. Now, the single most striking fact about the world population is that it is not uniformly distributed. We all know that not just India, even the world population is not uniformly distributed. Moreover, the population distribution has continuously changed in space and time. With the course of space and time, the population has always changed because there are many a times cases of migration, many a times cases of immigration, that means coming over. So all these factors have played in the change in population from time to time. with migration and varying rates of population growth. The way in which people are spread across the Earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distribution. So what is pattern of population distribution? It is the way in which the people are residing in a particular area and are growing in number. So the rate of growth of population, that means at which speed the growth is taking place, plus the basically worked up migrations and turning out to be advanced in shifting from one place to another. So all these factors have brought about the changes in various ways. Okay. Then we talk of some areas are very crowded and some are sparsely populated. On the basis of density, the whole world can be divided into three regions in terms of distribution of population. Now here they are talking of the whole world being divided into three headings. And what are they? Based on the population of that particular area. Either they are densely populated areas, that means a lot of people living in that area. Second is moderately populated areas. That means neither too much nor too less. Then third is sparsely populated areas where there are very few people living and residing. So now the coming paragraphs, they are of very much importance. Why? Because you need to remember at least 2-3 names of the worldwide places which are densely populated, plus along with it, in India, the places which are densely populated. Clear? Like for in India, you need to know that it's Uttar Pradesh which is densely populated. You need to know that Kerala is densely populated. Okay, so in this way, we will do this. They are talking about the world distribution, and let us see. Now, fertile river valleys and the industrialized parts of the world. Please underline. These are the two basic areas. भाई जहां पर river valleys होंगी और यहाँ पर जहां पर industrial development खूब होगा. Throughout the world, there only you will find a lot of people residing, have a very highly density of population. Now they are telling you the place, South and Southeast Asia. If you think that this whole is Asia, you all know India lies in the south of Asia. So this area and Southeast, that means this part, that means talking of China, etc. also. So these are the areas which are very thickly populated. Europe and northeastern North America. That means North America, usme bhi eastern side, this side. Supposing this is America. So north is this, east is this. So northeastern side of America. Okay. Northeastern side of North America is very populated. So these are the places which you need to remember. Then South Asia includes Indian subcontinent, Bangladesh, Indonesia, and river valleys of Irrawaddy and Mekong. So see, they are talking about your continent. So you need to remember these countries which are a part of your continent, that they are thickly, densely populated. Now, intensive agriculture, warm climate, fertile soils are important factors which cause dense population here. Please right now only underline that they are having intensive agriculture. That means good crops are grown here. So there is good agriculture. Then warm kind of climate and fertile soil. These are the basic reasons for any country in the world to have a dense population. Okay. Now China, Japan, Korea, and Philippines are located in Eastern Asia, which accounts 25% of the total population of the world. Out of 100 people, 25 people are living itself in these areas where China, Japan, Korea, and Philippines are. That means Eastern Asia. Okay. And we all know that China has the maximum population in the world. So with the largest population in China, you need to remember this. Then we talk of in the last paragraph, Western Europe is also densely populated due to mineral resources, development of industries, and sustainable climate for human habitation. Now, apart from intensive agriculture, warm climate, and fertile soil, which other factors are very important for densely populated areas? Mineral resources, development of industries, and suitable climate. Again, these climate is same, warm climate or suitable climate. But then you came to know about this point, mineral resources and development of industries. So all these factors lead to a very suitable condition for major people residing in these kind of areas. Now they have told you St. Lawrence River Basin and the areas around Great Lakes in northeastern America are heavily populated due to the development of industries and high standards of living. So because of the industrial growth and because of the high standards of living, these areas near the St. Lawrence River and Great Lakes, these are very densely populated areas. So basically, they have told you the reason why the areas are densely populated, and the reasons are because of the intensive agriculture, warm climate, fertile soil, mineral resources available, development of industries developing each day, and the suitable climate has helped people to reside in these areas. And then they have talked about the areas. You need to know these areas: South and Southeast Asia, Europe, Northeastern North America. Then specifically, they have told you the countries: China, Japan, Korea, and Philippines. Then they have also talked about the rivers, which are very prominently, thickly populated. And the rivers are St. Lawrence River Basin and the Great Lakes. So we stop here for today. I hope everything is clear to each one.